Finally, Maniac is being revealed. If you don't know what's going on, who is Maniac, basically is a character that was created from Villainous. In fact, not created, was sort of slowly leaked one of the animators from Jerry. Jerry is one of the animators who worked with Villainous. But we didn't know it's a huge thing. It just bring a new character and something about a villainous sort of project. We just didn't know what. Till a couple days ago, a fan revealed by Jerry how she looks like, and sort of her the other person who actually revealed the full character design, and her partner, the monkey, we don't know who his name is, will be Tron on his own account on I think Twitter or Instagram account. I'm not sure. Like I'll post it right here. You get the idea where it is. But besides that, they actually explain that Maniac is sort of the new character will come out in the book of Black Cat, or the menu of Black Cat. If you don't know, there'll be two books possibly coming out this year. The one is sort of kind of anticipated to come out first will be Miss Heat's book. It's sort of a biopic about her life, but it sort of lies in between that you read it, you'll be sort of trying to understand what she's actually trying to say or lie to. And that's sort of the gimmick of that book. That's probably the most hyped book in this two-book deal. The second book is sort of How to Be Evil by Black Cat, or the menu. And basically, Maniac will come out in that book specifically. But interesting enough, we don't know much what is the book. It's possibly about to tell you how to be evil. And people are wondering, what do you mean teach you? What it could be or not? And that's sort of the interesting thing. People kind of predicted that this book, How to Be Evil from Black Cat, is sort of the solution of all the fans sort of complaining from Alan that we want more development of all the side characters. We want to see this world grow even more. But every time Anna say yes, he will, just give me some time, he always create new characters instead of coming back actually developing the old ones. And this is sort of the scary thing about the fans. We feel will be not developed anymore because they keep focused on the new characters. But this book could be the solution of everything if this book is sort of explaining and developing more characters in the world instead of actually doing one by one. This is the reason why I guess it took so long to these two books to be shown. In fact, there were sort of rumors that Miss Heat book would come out last year, but was sort of delayed. But we don't know why the delay. And now we talk about the second book than the first book of Miss Heat. So I'm guessing they decided to maybe reveal the manual first, then Miss Heat, because maybe it's not done, or they don't want to miss the sort of timeline they're setting up for future storytelling. But besides that, let's talk about the Maniac design. The Maniac design is basically a old-fashioned mine with gloves, with white stripes, the whole design shebang. But interesting enough, when you see the design, a lot of people point out she looked very familiar. That is, she looked like an ancient honeydew from Monkey. That's sort of a Dexter Laboratory character from Giddy Ghostly. If you don't know, a lot of Alan has a habit of calling all the creators of different shows, allowing them to use some of the characters in the show. And people believe this is Ancient Honeydew in disguise as an evil villain, and her pet monkey is Monkey, Die of M for a Monkey, sort of miniseries of Dexter Laboratory. That's a very interesting theory that could be possible, because if you know Alan's work, that actually does make a lot of sense. But the only problem with this theory is that Maniac and Ancient Honeydew is not the same race. What I mean is, Ancient Honeydew, she's white skinned, and Maniac, she's brown skinned. So it doesn't really make sense, but at the same time, this is animation, they can change the color, and not a lot of people remember Ancient Honeydew. I mean, it's sort of hard to not to remember her because how good looking she really is in that show. Once more, that's basically Gindy's sort of art style, but it could be kind of fun thing that she became evil and she just changed the color just because. Or you can say she's related to Ancient Honeydew, or they just in disguise because they're ancients trying to take down Black Hat organization. That could be a really fun, weird ride for some viewers. But I don't know. You want to make this sort of kind of canon or not, or you prefer this to be his own thing? But interesting enough, does ask a lot of different questions. Why the monkey has a bowler hat? If you don't know, inside the organization of Black Hat, it depends what type of hat you have, is the type of ranking you actually have, how respect and power or things you can have inside the organization. And the monkey has the bowler hat. And that's sort of the most sort of highest ranking, that's like the fifth highest ranking or fourth. That's basically giving the most honorable kind of power, that you get respect, you get a lot of liberties, you get henchmen, weapons, backup, mapping, you actually have money given to you, and they have a lot of benefits. But make this sort of interesting that if he has the hat, or specifically the bowler hat, that means he is the brains of the athlete, and Maniac is the bronze, meaning Maniac could be a henchman, and we following the monkey instead. That could be a very interesting twist. Also, kind of makes more sense because if Maniac is a mute, also that means the monkey can actually understand her, but talk to her with sign language. That's another theory, that the monkey is sort of the interpreter of Maniac. That could be very interesting and fun. I mean, if you prefer that or not, that's sort of interesting. That could make it more creative dynamic in this show. Or we don't know if this monkey actually can talk, or he actually is the brains, or just a pet of Maniac she used, or just a partner, or it could be anything else. That could be a very fun little experiment of these two characters. Of course, I did enjoy the design. It feels sort of interesting, refreshing, but at the same time, animation always assists with mimes for some reason. I have noticed you have sort of an uptick, kind of making just mime characters some pair reason, especially in Cartoon Network. They have a sort of a weird obsessed with sort of mimes. Like out of nowhere, they have one and two or three, and they stop and come back even more. But once more, it's just sort of a weird thing in Cartoon Network animators for some reason. But besides that, I thought it was sort of interesting to make her sort of a mime, and also how her abilities could work, because her balls could be actually bombs. If you don't realize, she has sort of set balls around her waist that she actually could explode. I mean explode because in the cartoon news of Villainous, they actually do report that actually there was sort of a bombing in a bank heist or a jewelry heist that Maniac was involved, and she was basically throwing bombs. And this ball she have could be the bombs. Of course, there are little things that she could talk to the monkey, because there are or how Jerry sort of sneaking sort of kind of phrasing like don't wake up the balls, don't do something like that. It's like maybe the balls are sentient. That's another theory. A lot of weird things that just people are just talking about, trying to understand Maniac and the monkey. But at the same time, I don't know you, how you felt about these two characters. Are you fully satisfied of the reveal, or just hype of the book maybe coming first of How to Be Evil Black Cat, or you prefer waiting for the Miss Seed book could be more interesting than the manual? Tell me down below, let me know. And honestly, I really can't say much about it. I just like the design. I thought it sort of interesting, and also how they taking so long to just release these two books, because these two books would add more lore to the world of Villainous. But at the same time, if you're patient, you get rewarded. Then hopefully you'll be fully rewarded when they actually revealed. For right now, that's all I can actually say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.